Hello YouTube, welcome to the Modern Sophisticate channel. My name is Oyin Kosola and it is such a pleasure to have you here today. It is Friday. It's not Friday. It's definitely not Friday. It is February and February is the month of love. So I decided that I would create a series on love. This is going to be the first installation of that series and we are going to be talking about defining love and reclaiming your definition of love and why it is important that every woman does so. We might not talk about why it's important. Let's just get into the topic and we'll see where we go, okay? All right, so I've been thinking about love, obviously because we're in February, but I've just been thinking about the idea of love and what it means when I say I love somebody and what does somebody mean when they tell me that they love them. And I think that that word is very interesting because it has different meanings to different people. And that meaning is often rooted in the way that you were raised, right? So if you were raised in a family where they were very PDA and they were touchy and very extremely affectionate, that's how you view love. Love is affectionate, love is passionate. But if you grew up in a house that is on the different side of that spectrum where love was not expressed in that form, where it wasn't like huggy, but you had all your needs met, you might be uncomfortable in a situation where somebody is expressing their love for you in a PDA form, or they're, hugging you and touching you. And so I've been considering that. Sorry, I was looking at my mic to make sure it was on. But I've been considering that, and it's interesting because there was a time in my life where I considered love to be painful, and it meant that you had to suffer. Love had some connotations of suffering in it, and I asked myself, where did I get that definition from? And I specifically remember when I was younger, I remember my mom had punished me for something, and she told me that I'm punishing you because I love you. It is because I love you that I'm enacting this punishment. And while she was very much so well-meaning in doing so, you can understand why I would have somewhat of a definition of love having some type of suffering, some type of negative view on it because of my initial expression, because of what she told me. And I could see how that definition, that love was suffering, love was painful, love was punishment, I could see how that definition was playing out in my life. I felt that it showed up in my love life with my intimate partners and my lovers. It also showed up in the way that I loved myself. It showed up in the way that I loved my friends and my family, and in the way that I related to them. And that is why I believe it is super important for you to reclaim that word. So now I have my own definition of love, and it was very intentional for me to create my own definition of love. There is something that comes with defining a word. And a big part of defining a word is that once you have defined it, you know what it is and what it is not. And so once you have defined what love is for you and how it feels like for you to love, you know what it is not. Right? So now I know the difference between being in love and being in lust. I know the difference between being in love and being infatuated, whether it's with a romantic partner or whether it's with something that's external, my family members, whether I am infatuated with a job or a career or something different. I know what it means when I say I love something versus I'm infatuated with that specific thing. So with that being said, you have the benefit of when you redefine love, you also get to categorize it and distinguish it from other feelings. Another thing that I think is very important when considering love is that you define what it feels like for you to be loved, right? So not only are you defining what love is for you, you are also defining what it feels like and what you want and how you want love to show up for you. So when somebody says that they love you, whether it's an intimate partner or a friend or a family, what are your expectations that you have of that person? What is it that you desire in order to feel love? So are you a person that requires stability and consistency and commitment and a call for higher and better? Is that what love feels like for you? And if so, love will show up differently for you, right? And in that way, you can also know how it is that you want. Not only are you defining how you want others to love you, you're also defining how you can love yourself. So the examples that I provided, if you're a person that requires consistency and stability, you can create routines that help you feel love by creating those consistency and stability through your routines. So not only are you defining love, you're also defining how you want to be loved and how you want to feel love from yourself and other people around you. I think that is so important. Like I mentioned, so many of us carry the definition of love based on how we interact with our family members and how we've seen them express love. But if you ever take the time to slow down and think about how you want to love and how you want to experience love, you might find that definition and how you define love might be very different to how your family or how you were raised. So I think there is a huge benefit in doing so. Like I mentioned, this is going to be an installation, so I'm going to be working on the next couple of videos being solely on love. It has been requested that I try to make my videos a bit longer, which I will be working on. I try to make my videos as concise as possible because while I'm sharing my experiences with you based on the topics, I also want you to think about these things. I want you to make them your own. I don't want it to be like I'm just sharing these ideas with you and you kind of go along with them. I would like for you to consider them and really try to make it your own. And that's why I'm putting a lot of emphasis on you defining what love means for you and defining how you would like for love to come into your life and how you would like for it to show up. So I'm working on making my videos longer. I definitely will do that. If you have any suggestions for topics, please feel free to put them in the comment section. You can also send me an email with the video suggestions or topic suggestions. Please like and subscribe. And as always, please take care of yourself until I see you again. Bye.